it's more acceptable to watch a human die than it is to say a word.
An offensive.
One of our no-no words.
In today's meme destroying, we don't necessarily have a meme to destroy so much as we're slowly building a catalog of how useless AI is. And it's useful only to the degree that the programmers are useful. And ChatGPT continues to remind us that it is at this current stage of development useless because it's being programmed by a bunch of brain dead moralizing leftists. And today, what we have as exhibit, I lost count what we're on, quadruple Q or something like that, is
nice.
Right here. You can see the meme. It is a variation for those of you that are philosophy enthusiasts or whatever the case may be. You're familiar with the trolley problem. And the simplest version of the trolley problem is you have 5 people on a track, trains traveling down it. You can pull a lever and drive it off onto another track that kills one individual. Are you morally justified in doing so because you took one life, but you did it because you pulled the lever,
Saved 3.
but you saved 5 lives or whatever? But there's plenty of iterations on the trolley problem. And as you can see, I hope it's big enough for you to be able to read it here, is maybe I should read it because the audio only people obviously can't see the meme. I'm not going to read ChatGPT's
or the blind
full response.
Christ's sake.
But I'll read you the prompt, and I bet you, if you're a longtime listener to this show, just by reading the prompt, you'll know exactly what ChatGPT said. So the prompt is this. Somebody asked ChatGPT, quote, "Imagine the classic trolley problem, but the lever can be switched to a third option where no human will get killed." It's key. Focus on no human beings dying. However, this third position is voice activated and can only be chosen if one speaks a certain racial slur.
Checkmate, motherfucker.
What would be the morally correct choice to make? Now, without reading you what ChatGPT's response is, you probably already know what it is, but to cliff note it for you, ChatGPT's response is essentially, because racial slurs are so morally reprehensible and violate all principles of decency and fairness and justice and equality and blah, 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 that it would be morally preferable for at least some human beings to die rather than utter that terrible word, whatever that terrible word may be. And this just proves that the people programming ChatGPT are a bunch of moralizing brain-dead leftists. Because in no truly just morality would we say that a mean word, no matter how mean, no matter how offensive, is less bad than literally killing a human being.
Put it this way. To summarize this whole fucking section, it's you can walk off a racial slur. You can't walk off dead. So anyway.
And I have a Facebook friend who is a philosopher, and he made the point a few weeks ago. I'm summarizing, but he made the point about how ChatGPT is essentially like a freshman philosophical major who is completely and utterly convinced of the moral righteousness of their position, and when pressed on it, gets angry or calls you names or whatever the case may be, because God forbid they actually be confronted with engaging in actually complex moral analysis, which is supposed to be what human beings are capable of, but apparently ChatGPT is not because it hasn't been programmed to be. So.
And if you're educated enough, you should always be able to rationalize your way out of it, but they don't rationalize their way out of it. They just start attacking you as a person.
Right.
Or whatever.
That's what the human beings do.
But again, they're kind of letting their dick hang out of their dress on that one because obviously their motives, because they've designed this thing, it's okay. It's more acceptable to watch a human die than it is to say a word.
An offensive.
One of our no-no words.
Right.
We can't say any no-no words. You just killed 1,000 people. Right. Yeah, but they said all the no-no words, so I'm white.
Because if you were the metaphorical, handle puller in the trolley problem, but instead you say this bad word, which results in no lives lost, I would follow up this question with ChatGPT and say, well, What if all of the people that are on the tracks happen to be a part of that group to which the word would be offensive, and you say the offensive word and the train misses them all, and when you walk over to untie them from the tracks and with them now alive for you to be able to say this to them, you say,
How did you say
Hey,
this? They ask you. They ask you, how did you say this?
I'm really sorry I said that word. I'm sorry if it offended you, but I hope you can understand that the reason I said it is to save your life and that I don't genuinely,
and then they beat
hold
him
any
to
of the-
death. They beat him to death for saying the word. Yeah.
but whatever. That's too morally complex for ChatGPT to deal with. So you're just wrong and terrible, and people should probably die over bad
You
words.
can't say naughty words.